What's up, y'all? We're back in the shop. We're doing more Powerstroke maintenance. Today, we're doing the most overlooked and neglected piece of maintenance on these trucks. That's a transmission fluid and filter. So the reason why it's so overlooked, Ford has a service interval of 30,000 to 60,000 miles for the fluid and then 60,000 to 100,000 miles for the filter. Problem with that is this is the transmission pan that they gave us. There's no drain plugs on it. So to get all the fluid out, you have to take the entire pan off, clean everything back up, reinstall it, and then fill it with fluid. That's where PPE comes in. PPE solved this problem and added a few other benefits while they were at it. So this is the 6R140 transmission pan that Ford uses on all the F-250, 350, 450s. Bunch of benefits of this. First off, 7 additional quarts from stock. Stock has 7 quarts. This is a 14 quart total pan capacity. Second, they've got a neodymium magnetic drain plug. It's gonna keep all the ferrous material out of your transmission, keep it from harming anything. Cooling fins. So we've got cooling fins on the exterior and on the interior. What that's gonna do is it's gonna pull all the heat away from the fluid and allow that fluid to cool, especially for those of us that tow really heavy rigs, livestock trailers, RVs, boats. You wanna keep your transmission cool, it's gonna keep it happy. They also have a 1/4 inch NPT fitting. So for those of y'all that wanna run an aftermarket transmission fluid temperature gauge, you can tap it in right there. They already did it for you. Makes everything a lot easier. So for this whole install, there's a couple things we're gonna knock out. I said this is maintenance, so we're not just changing out the pan. Obviously, new fluid's gonna come with that, so we've got it. I'm gonna have links for everything in the description. That way you guys can get all the stuff that you need to do this for your pickup. 15 quarts, obviously we're only using 14 of it. This is gonna be your Ford transmission filter. Swap this out. I know a bunch of y'all watching this video have probably never changed your transmission filter or fluid, so now's the time. And if you're gonna do it, just do it the right way. Ditch the stock pan, go with this PPE. Really cool about this, they have 3 different finishes. They call this one their brushed, so you get black and then exposed aluminum. They've got a raw finish, and then I think the other one is all black. This is one I like. It's underneath the truck. No one's really gonna see it, but looks great. Also gonna provide you with new hardware. This is gonna be a lifesaver. I did this exact swap on my F350 dually. You have to have this funnel. With this, you are able to fill it from the dipstick. Okay, so that's everything we're gonna need, except a big bucket. Don't go trying to use the same pan that you use to catch oil whenever you're changing the oil in your truck or your car. This will make a huge mess in your shop. So get yourself a big bucket. This is from the cattle, a little feed bucket. Otherwise, we're gonna get up underneath there. Let's drop this drain pan, get the fluid out. Okay, so one thing I want to point out, a lot of y'all may be wondering why I didn't start from the back and then forward. You have this crossbar, and if you loosen all these bolts that are on the back of the transmission pan, you're going to make a unbelievable mess because that fluid's going to come right out, it's going to hit this bar and then run all over your floor. So it takes a little bit longer, but do the front first, and then you're just going to work your way towards the back, getting as much of this fluid out as you possibly can first. All we're doing is mitigating the mess. If you have a shop and you have your truck up on a 4-post lift and you've got one of those really big fluid drains, knock yourself out. But for those of us that are doing this on our back, on a creeper, in our own garage, this is what I've found just to be best, and it's gonna minimize the mess. Well, so much for not making a mess, but good luck to you guys helped. Most of it's in the bucket, but damn. So this is why the PPE pan is worth it alone, just for fluid changes. This is a freaking mess. No matter what I did to try to keep all the fluid in the bucket, it didn't happen. Just dropped my damn 8mm into this bucket. So yeah, I'm pretty pissed, and I can't wait to get this PPE pan on here and get this stock garbage off. And as you can see, my impact is also covered in oil. All right, y'all, so we've got the stock pan off. Also took the stock gasket off. That stock gasket is reusable, so you're gonna take that, clean it, and then use it with the PPE pan. Next step is to take this old filter off. I think it's just 3 same size 8mm. Oh my God. This is why y'all need the PPE pan. This is a freaking mess. All right, y'all, so as you can see, the bucket did as much of a job as it could, but we lost a bunch of fluid. So this is gonna be a job for about a couple pounds of kitty litter. Now, while this is draining this last bit, I've got a towel down. All you're gonna do is take a little bit of brake clean. Be careful with it. You don't want to just go crazy, but you're gonna go all around the mating surface of where your gasket is gonna go. So just give that a lap, and then little Scotch-Brite. Nothing too crazy, just cleaning this up. While I'm doing this, I need to give a shout out to my wife. She's 9.5 months pregnant. She's behind the camera filming this. She's such a trooper. I appreciate it. Don't go getting in the comments coming at me. She wanted to do this. She enjoys making these videos. This is actually the baby hauler. So she drives a big old deleted diesel, and now it's just getting that much better. So really appreciate you. And if y'all appreciate this video, drop a like for her, even if it's not for me, and subscribe to the channel. I hope these videos help you guys out, and if they do, subscribing to the channel helps me, and I'm just gonna keep these videos coming for you.
Yeah, this is finishing up our nesting and also killing time before we go into labor. So appreciate you guys.
All right, so now we're gonna put the new filter on. Remember, when you take these out, there's 2 of these bolts that are the same size. One's a lot longer. Just need to know where those are gonna go. So get a little bit of the transmission fluid, put it on this O-ring. It's gonna help it to seat a lot better. Just firm up and in. And then the longest of these is going to go towards the back of the pickup. The other 2 are the exact same size. All right, so we got the new filter on. After this, we're going to get the stock gasket. We're gonna get the PPE pan. We're gonna put that back up here. There is a torquing sequence that I'm gonna go through with y'all. It's on the instructions. But otherwise, the most difficult part of this entire install is done, other than cleaning up this trans fluid mess. So let's go get the pan and the gasket so that we can get this installed and on.
Do you want my logo over there?
No, you're okay.
Sure.
Let's get one of them over here. These little T-handle hex wrenches are absolutely amazing for jobs like this. So when you're doing these, you're just getting them kind of tight. This has nothing to do with the torquing sequence that we're going to do once they're all on here. So don't worry about what you saw in the instructions and going in that order for these. That will come later. All right, guys, so we've got the transmission pan up and installed. You got 3 more steps before we add fluid, and then we can go drive our truck again. First off, snug up that NPT fitting. Most of y'all are not going to use it, so just from PPE, it should be tight. Just make sure that it is. Second, the drain plug, 18 to 22 foot-pounds. Again, should be done from PPE, make sure. The last one, we're gonna be doing a crossing pattern for all of these bolts. PPE is gonna show you exactly what order to go in, and these are gonna go about 8 to 10 foot-pounds. I'm gonna do that, then we're gonna go up top, we're gonna add the 14 quarts of trans fluid, and then we're done. So I'm gonna knock this out, and I'll see you guys up there. All right, so the hard part's done. All we have left to do is to fill the 14 quarts of transmission fluid back in there. Just go with the Ford Motorcraft. This is the Mercon LV ATF. And then this is gonna be the funnel that you're gonna use for it. So to do this, we're gonna take the transmission fluid dipstick. Get that thing out of there. And then this fits perfectly. All right, so with this part, just take your time. You don't want it back flowing back out of the funnel. All right, awkward angle, but first one's done. All right, so we got 14 quarts of trans fluid in here. Let's check it on the dipstick. Perfect. All right, I guarantee you, almost every one of y'all are way past due for a transmission fluid and filter change. This install was so straightforward on PPE's side. Ford did us no favors with this transpan. As you saw, it was a huge mess, all the fluid everywhere. I couldn't be more impressed with the PPE transpan though. Fluid capacity, cooler temperatures, especially when we're towing, going to the mountains. I'm really excited about that. But again, maintenance service interval done. This is my wife's truck. Her and the baby are gonna be driving in it a lot. I feel a whole lot better knowing that it's ready to go. So, since the vast majority of y'all are way past due on your trans fluid and filters, look into this PPE pan. Down in the description, I'm gonna have absolutely everything that I used on this install, as well as a link to PPE. I don't have a discount code or anything, but I'll have links for everything else. Your truck needs this. You are definitely gonna appreciate it. So thank y'all so much for watching. Again, I really like making these videos. I hope they help you guys out. If they do, drop a like on it and consider subscribing to the channel. Helps me out a ton, and it's gonna keep y'all in the loop on all of the other how-to videos that I do for the Powerstrokes. So appreciate it. Thanks so much for watching.